Happy New Year, my friends! Welcome back to the den, where we're going to try another New Year's shave. And today's shave is brought to us by Mitchell's Wool Fat. We figured I needed as slick and as protective a lather as possible because today's razor is a complete experiment. We're going to try out a Dollar Tree, well, kind of a misnomer, it's $1.25, but a super cheap razor from Dollar Tree. And this is fresh out of the package, brand new. And we're gonna see how this does. New tree, or new year, new razor, sketchy blades. We're gonna see how this goes. Let's open one up and see if we can do something with this. And we do have a backup blade. It's a used Bolzano, or an older, or I don't know how many shaves once again because I don't keep track. Multiple shaved Bolzano sitting on the counter here waiting on what's going on. One good thing, these blades are double wrapped. So, yeah, maybe they spend more on the wrapping than they do on the blades. It's just a plain, nondescript blade. The razor itself is well, they just to give an idea how low this is on the. You see, this is a tech type razor where it's, you know, 3 pieces. You screw it apart, and the cap is just, you put the blade right in here, you put the cap on it, you screw it down. Well, on the instructions, they show a super speed type barn doors razor, so clearly it's not that, but they had a whole bunch of those bags and they're gonna use them up. So let's put this blade in here. I don't have high hopes of this, but you know, it's a new year. We got new adventures coming. Figured might as well start the year off with an adventure shave. It's super light. Well, not as light as an aluminum. It's obviously a pot metal type blade. You got a pretty. Where's the lens? Focus on this. It's not gonna do it. Pretty good blade exposure. The gap doesn't look too bad. We'll see. We'll wet our faces, get ready to light this candle. Next week is I got so much going on because New Year, flurry of activity. I think I may have overwatered this soap. Well, Mitchell's is a little bit finicky with how you make it, but it's good and slick across all textures, as it were. Taking a tip from my pal Mark Zarati. He likes to warm up his razors, put them in hot water so that the blade is nice and warm, give it as good a chance as possible to cut these whiskers. Only got 2 days worth. Let's see how it does. Well, it's tuggy. You gotta be careful. There's some edges here. The edge of the blade sticks proud of the cap here. It grabbed my ear. It didn't cut anything, but it is kind of tuggy though. So I'm not gonna use really long strokes because the blade is not sharp. And if it gets too bad, I will bail out. Because Balzano is a good blade. I don't have a whole lot of those in my rotation, but it's good. How was your New Year's, guys? Ours was at home. We were gonna go to a friend's house, but unforeseen circumstances had us sitting at home New Year's Eve. Not a bad thing. You know, I'm taking very slow strokes. If you've watched other shaves, I usually take pretty good long strokes. And this is going to be a short and choppy kind of a deal. It is hard. It is removing whiskers. My wonder is the reason I'm kind of. We stopped into the Dollar Tree to pick up some wrapping paper, I think. We had kind of a spur of the moment just before Christmas thing. We needed a quick gift. We had the gift, but we didn't have any paper available where we were. So we stopped in the Dollar Tree and I wobbled by. I have done Dollar Tree razors at the barn door type, like depicted on the wrapper. It's not a bad razor. Not a great razor, but it's not bad either. I'm going to put a little more soap in here. I've done this before. You've seen me do that. That was not unpleasant, but it wasn't pleasant either. A rough shave is not smooth at all. But if you're marooned somewhere and you need to get at least a socially acceptable shave out of it, you can do it with the Dollar Tree razor. You just have to make some adjustments to your technique. In this case, shorter strokes. Don't use any pressure if you can help it. That probably would be disastrous. Okay, let's try across the grain. I'm afraid of this thing on against the grain. Pull in, tuggy. I was kind of hoping that after the long whiskers are initially chopped down, that perhaps we could go back to my usual very grooved technique of longer strokes, but it ain't working out that way. I'm being very light on the pressure with this. Oh, I feel it is removing the whiskers, and there's a lot of whiskers in the water where I'm rinsing the razor off, so it's doing its job as best it knows how. Who would think the 2nd of January I'd be shaving with the window open? Had the safety cat here earlier. She checked out the facilities, made sure everything was okay. You know, shockingly, it's not too bad of a harvest. Relatively smooth on the cheeks, a little bit here on the knuckle regions where I usually have trouble anyway. I'm going to do a quick cleanup. 2 passes is plenty. I'm going to still not go against the grain. I'm going to go across the grain. Doing small choppy little strokes with no pressure at all. There's some irritation on the skin. I can't say that I'd recommend this razor as a daily driver, but it's certainly not a bad emergency razor. Might keep it in the car or something in case you're traveling and following some of those really bad holiday movies that we just watched. You're cross country, you're broke down, you get busted for vagrancy and you have to go to court. I mean, that's the kind of thing you could make yourself at least, that's really not bad. Huh. I hate to see what the alum's gonna do. Okay, here goes. Yeah. It's lighting me up pretty much everywhere. Not a great shave, but I will look okay, I guess. As Billy Crystal would say, it's something that's better to look marvelous than to be marvelous, and this is a definite case of that. I like as marvelous as I get. But, well, I got some alum stinging me, which makes it more important to use witch hazel to make sure that these kind of soothe the skin, make you feel a little better. Okay. And we will use just a generic, maybe a 2-in-1 backup. Bam! This is my first jar of it, and I'm still only halfway through because I don't use it enough. But this is pretty soothing. Nivea is a good product. Soothes the rough shave surface. Not a bad shave. Not a great one, but I'd say the quality of shave, I'd say, is pretty darn fine shave, but the experience is kind of subpar. So I would give your Dollar Tree, what's the name of this? Assured razor. It's a passable razor. Blades, not so much. I'm Major Rich, and you will find me at the Shaving Cadre. If you find me on the YouTubes and you're so inclined, like and subscribe. Look forward to a new year with you guys. We're putting up a new production schedule of 3 times a week. I hope I can keep that up. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, have a great new year. I hope everything turns out for your to your liking, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.